Hello everybody, it's your girl Alexis Mateo.
And me, Choriza May.
And welcome to a brand new episode of Fashion Photo Review.
Drag Race España Season 2.
Dos. ¡Bam! ¡Ole!
¡Ole! ¡Qué bueno!
Now sissy that wow.
I am enjoying all the girls. I get so sad when they go home, but we know the tea. One girl is gonna win the crown, the rest are just gonna be bitter as hell, baby.
And every week someone is gonna go home unless it's season 14 of Drag Race.
And 14 years later. Today's main runway is Spanish dolls, baby.
Muñequitas españolas.
Ay, qué rico. What do you think about that?
I couldn't think of many Spanish dolls unless they are going to be representing those little Spanish dolls you buy like as a souvenir. You have las muñecas de famosa, the famous song Las muñecas de famosa se dirigen al portal, and you have those kind of things. So I'm very curious to see what some of these queens are going to be doing with this theme. It's going to be interesting.
I can't wait to see how this runway is gonna turn out. And I'm expecting the girls to be very creative, but very informative too, because like fans like me that do not grow up in Spain need to learn about the culture, but I need to be gagged as well, baby. So you never know.
Venga, la muñeca de famosa, todas en línea, bonicas.
La categoría es Muñeca Española.
First up, Marina.
She's serving us disco ball into Marina doll. She is giving us a campy look. I love green.
Disco doll? Come on, who thinks of this? I quite like it. It's actually giving me sex doll a little bit as well with the balloons.
Sex doll?
Yeah, somehow.
You are a freak, girl.
You should have said.
I didn't even thought about that, and I'm always horny. This is something out of the box for her, because I always feel like she serves us different looks all the time. I think she's polished sometimes, but I know inside her head is a cookie person. And this is an example of what Marina is bringing to the runway. She's actually looking gorgeous to me.
I do think it's more on the more simpler side from what we've seen from Marina, but I think it's flattering. I think she has a very model-esque figure, and she's featuring very slender, very elegant, and she knows how to walk the runway.
I love the color combination. It's giving me very 70s disco era. Is that balloon titties? I'm gagging for it. It's awesome. The hair is probably my favorite part of this whole entire look. Her makeup looks stunning. The only critique that I have to give, you know I have one, it's always one, is that I wish you would have a little bit more hips. Adding more hips to get a little bit better silhouette.
I'm not totally sold on the boot. I feel it's a little bit disconnected from the rest of the look. I would have preferred maybe like a red or a green or yellow boot, but I'm not mad at it.
Other than that, I think it's great. Not a fan of the boot in white, but I don't hate it.
I like that the headpiece is not just a normal wig. She's done like a really nice headpiece that is shaped as an M, and it's just referencing her own name. So she has almost like created this character that she's presenting us. I really like the details of the balloons and how she's popping them. And I don't know, I think it's very interesting. I think I'm gonna give this look a toot.
I like it too, so it's a toot. Next up, Diamante Merybrown.
Diamante Merybrown. You know what? I get the reference. La muñeca de trapo de la oreja de Van Gogh is a very famous song that we all love. However, I don't know what it is with Diamante not wearing a lot of volume in her head. I think she always has a really great figure, but I think it always disproportions a little bit when it gets to the head. She always seems to have very small head pieces, and I think that kind of throws away sometimes like a very, very good look. And in this case is what's happening to me.
She never thinks about proportions. Ankles, she add a lot of ruffles there, so it makes her leg bigger. Like her legs in the knee section has some weird gathering, and putting those gloves in her arms make her arm, of course, look a little bit bigger. So of course her head is going to look small. The dolls normally have big heads. Hello, look at me. Duh. So it has to be proportionized.
I like the little bits of the look that tell the story that represent La Oreja de Van Gogh's song, like the little devil, the hand of the devil, and all these bits and bobs. But overall, I don't think it's a super well finished look. Lots of these details, I think they could be like finished a little bit better. They could be like seamed, or it could be like patched or something like that, instead of just a cutout on the dress. And I don't particularly like how the different kinds of fabrics are clashing together.
Especially today that her makeup is so gorgeous. Like, this makeup is detailing beautiful colors. I love the button on her eye. I mean, this is just one of the best times that her skin and her face had looked like on this main stage.
Also, we've seen a look similar like this by Sharonne in a previous episode, where it's like a sort of like this sort of spooky doll with the buttons in the eyes and this kind of stuff. I don't know what's going on with the little gloves that she's wearing. I know like it has the crosses for the eyes, but I think they are a bit disconnected with the neon colors of the look. You've gone to some browns, and I think those colors are clashing a little bit when you put them all together.
Other than that, I really like the dress. I think the dress is the main focus of the ensemble, and I love the double shadow in the back of the dress. I think it's a great touch. It does fit the runway theme, and it fit her good. So I'm going to toot this, but it's gonna be a soft toot.
I think because she's had some shoots before and she's proved us that she can do really good looks. I'm not totally sold in this one. There's bits and bobs where the proportions are not right. I'm gonna boot this look.
Ooh, I am not the bad girl here.
You want me to be the villain? I will be the villain, Alexis.
Let me tell you something, sweetie. I don't want you to be anything that you already are.
No, I'm a sweet angel from the heavens.
This is the moment when the random cock shows up.
Wait, is this OnlyFans? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Bring back the next doll.
Drag Sethlas.
And I love that she wears her ball head proudly, baby, and her makeup is always stunning. From far away, you can tell it's like a mannequin kind of doll. Now, that have been said, I have a big issue on how the silhouette looks like. And when I see people just getting away with that kind of silhouette, it kind of like pissed me off.
Well, so you need to get over it.
No, I'm not getting over it because, okay, I get it. It's a doll. It's a non-binary, no gender doll. I got it. But at the same time, it's like, come on, give me something gagging. The group is getting smaller. I need to see the girls deliver fashion. It's just not enough at this point. And I feel like this is a very safe look. I mean, of course I'm gonna say fit her well. It's her skin. There's nothing I can say. Let's just talk about the shoe. It's the only thing that is in this look that is worthy to talk about. It's a platform shoe, and some people don't like the clear shoes. I kind of like them, so it is what it is. I just feel like it's very confusing.
I thought I was the villain, and here comes Alexis. Talking like that about our beloved Sethlas. You know what? Why not? Like, why not do some body painting? Like, yes, bitch, go for it. Why not? You know what I mean? But then, I think it's something, we've seen something similar when we've had like Onyx and on week 1 do like this angel. And that was, although she was wearing nothing, she had the wings, she had the wig to go with it, the contact lenses, and she had all these complements that made the nudity be part of the look. I think in this case, it's like when in doubt, well, wear nothing. You know what I mean? I really, really, really like when you look at the details and you can see that she's painted all that. And I think that's very original, and we have not seen looks that are just body painted to the queens on the runway before. However, I do feel like it felt a bit short in the category. But I wish maybe in that bag she had some clothes that she could pop on and then pop out. I don't know. It would have been very interesting to see where she could go with it. There's things I love about it. I'm gonna give it a very, very soft toot.
I'm just kind of like disappointed. Does that make sense? I kind of wanted her to push a little bit farther, but I'm going to judge what I see, and I'm going to soft toot it. Next up is Onyx. we all have this doll somewhere in some family house or including your house. This is traditional porcelain doll from Latin culture, yes.
This might look like a bit of a safer look, because when you think of a doll, porcelain doll, yeah, fair enough. But it's a Jadro doll, which is a very, very typical Spanish doll. And I love that she's bringing that. You can tell like these Jadro dolls are like made of porcelain, as you said. And she has all these details that reminds us of that. She always closes, I think, all the details with the ruffles, the umbrella, the little hat, also with a wig. I think all of it together just looks very nicely put together, and she always puts like the cherry on top with the makeup that goes so well with the look and elevates everything, and elevates the idea.
I think the umbrella is literally my favorite whole entire part of this ensemble. The details on this umbrella is gorgeous. I love the gloves, love the basket to complement the look, and I love that she's wearing those little white tights because the dolls used to have them. Okay, when I'm gonna get critical is on the makeup and hair, because for me, I think it should have been big curls like those dolls used to have back in the day. It was like a lot of curls in the back just hanging. And even though she reminds me of a doll, this was a very cartoony look on the makeup.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think she could have been a little bit more blended, because I'm sorry, a porcelain doll makeup and face was gorgeous. That's why sometimes you see a girl that is just so gorgeous, you go like, girl, your face is porcelain.
Yeah, overall, I think it's a very good look. It's just the little details, the ruffles, the little lace gloves that she's wearing, the basket with the flowers are all elements that are very commonly seen in the Jadro dolls. So this reminds me of my grandma's house. My grandma had
Yeah.
loads of this. Every country has like some sort of like porcelain figure that they are very precious about. And in Spain is the Jadro dolls. You can see them in every grandma's house. We have them there. They are very recognizable. They were very valuable back in the time. I don't think they're as popular anymore. They are more like memorabilia, and they are more like just something nice to remember. And I think it's a very nice heritage we get from Spain. So for the fact that Onyx has brought that to the runway of RuPaul's Drag Race, I know many people in Spain are gonna look at this look and say that I have this doll at my grandma's, or I have this doll in my house because I inherited from my grandma. So this look is going to speak to lots of people, and I'm very happy she took it to such a big stage.
But the dress is gorgeous. It's a baby doll dress. I love that it's short in the front and in the back, and I love the ruffle details, except the freaking shoe. What in the nurse from the war era shoe is this? Some of you have dolls. I know some of you have dolls in the living room right now on top of the TV. Look at the doll's shoe and look at Onyx shoe.
They ain't no be wearing Louis Vuitton.
They're not wearing those shoes either. This is probably one of the worst shoes I've ever seen. Not only is ugly, is in an ugly color too.
I think it goes with the look. I think it's a
Yeah, girl, bye. You probably have a pair of these shoes in your closet. You probably have them right now.
No, I'm not wearing no shoes.
Let me see it. She can. You gotta pull a muscle, girl.
I am not a gancho strange. I can fucking stand. But they're not meant to be pretty, you silly cow.
No,
they're meant to be character.
It's meant to be a baby doll shoe, and they were pretty. They were not functional at all, but they were a pretty shoe. Normally they were white, or it was kind of like a slipper cut. It was very, very ballerina looking shoe. This is a no. But I'm gonna toot the look.
Toot the look, but the
I gotta toot the look, because if that's the only issue I have with the entire look, it's going to be a toot.
I love that baby doll, so I'm gonna toot it too. Next up, Sharonne.
Okay, so this cover up is drag, baby. I don't know what kind of doll is this, but she is the doll in the main stage right now. And then the reveal comes, baby, and it's a done deal. Like, she is Sheena, the warrior princess. If the cover up is better than the reveal look, we have an issue.
The first look, I completely disagree with you. I think it's ugly. And I think it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be. These Spanish dolls, we've learned they are not that pretty. And this is very cheesy doll that old ladies, again, they put in their beds. They're just on top of bed. It's a very like fluffy with ruffles, and you just put it there. And we don't really understand why our grandmas do that, but they do. We don't know where they're buying these dolls, but they find it. I think it's meant to be like cheesy and humorous, and then she's taking it to somewhere very fierce. And I quite like the second look, to be honest. I think it's referencing like a different kind of doll, something that probably it's more of her childhood.
Even though I understand the reference on this look, I also have an issue that the cover-up was more powerful than the second look. Now, she's just wearing a simple leotard in white with some pieces in copper gold. It really doesn't give me warrior princess, and it's not fashion. This is very Halloween store looking bod, and this is really surprising coming from Sharonne, because Sharonne is powerful when it comes to these issues. And also, this is the first time that I think her head looks really small for the proportions of her body.
The pieces in copper are really bringing the look together. And yes, although maybe the base of the look is a white leotard, I can't ignore the rest of it. And I think with the makeup and the little headpieces and the details and the boots and the headpiece and the hair, I think it really does bring it together.
The bride's really high. Her torso looks really long. It looks like it flares out on her hip. What it does make her look like she does not have hips on. Like the crotch is wrinkled because it's really big. The belt is too small for a drag body. Boots should have been a little bit higher. The fur is not even existent. It's like it was afraid to put fur in this look, and the piece in the head is literally something that you buy in a costume shop. This is just not cute to me.
Do I think it's her best look? I absolutely do not. Do I think this is a boot? No, I'm gonna toot it.
It's a boot. Up next, Juriji.
I love the look. I think it's very dark but very pretty, and I love that combination. Juriji does that a lot. She mixes the dark with the sweet and the beautiful, and she just creates these absolutely gorgeous runway looks, and I'm really, really excited for her. I think the details, and this is what makes it for me, the flower details, the ruffles are not clean ruffles, and I really enjoy that. And I think the makeup is really cool. This long lash that she's wearing as well, I think it's very glamorous, yet quite punk rock a bit as well. It's very Juriji.
I think this queen is one of the most beautiful queens in the entire franchise. Like second to me. But I love her. Every detail on her makeup is just a dream, baby. And I love the approach to the cream because it makes the look feels older than what it is. This tutu is gathered, it's beautiful. How ruffles they have, the combination of black, bows, lace, the fishnets, like this tights with the polka dots. This is gorgeous. The black ballerina shoe is just stunning, and then it completes the look with the polka dot glove. From the rose color of this presentation to the entire body silhouette, the way that she did ballet points on the runway, I think this is gorgeous.
It's been very clever, the color that she's picked, and the fact that she's gone with cream, this champagne color, it's really elevating it. It's giving us this vibe that this doll is an old one. And there's something about that ruffle that is just not a normal like ballet ruffle. It's really, really, really elevating the look. It's just beautiful, you know what I mean? I really, really love this look. So for me, this is a shoot.
I was going to say it too, people. It's a shoot. This girl deserved it.
Next up, Venedita Von Däsh.
Venedita is always serving us this dominatrix look. I think it speaks about her brand all the time. Now, I'm a little let down on this look because I saw this look on the talent show. Like, she literally did this for her talent show number. But to be honest, it's just a corset with accessories. It's a leather corset, a bra, panty, tie-high boots. I'm just a little let down because I was expecting something more dull than this.
So, I actually really like this look. I think you got a bit confused, Alexis. The first look that she served was a Virgin Mary look into a dominatrix. This was a bullfighter torero into a dominatrix, which, fair enough, the second look, it is quite similar, actually. But there's things about this look that really excite me. I think, yes, it talks a lot about who Venedita is. Like, she loves to present this very sexy, nice silhouette, very dark concepts, and I quite enjoy that side of her. She's mixing two things that she's Spanish, and she is a burlesque performer. She has the whip, like very dominatrix, and she has all these different elements, which I love, because it's just giving me the right proportion. This is a doll I would have in my house, maybe in my dark room even, who knows, near the glory hole, because it's quite sexy, to be honest. She's presented this look before, but there's nothing wrong about it, really. If it's right, why change it, or why fix it? I don't know the expression. I don't speak English. It's the most Spanish doll that we've seen so far, and although it's just Venedita, I think we all can agree that Venedita is a doll herself.
You said a lot of things that I did not see, because all I saw was a black corset, tie-high boots, and a bunch of little things just stuck in a torero reveal.
Outfit,
That's about it. And even though I know it's a culture reference right here, I just don't see doll. I just don't see doll. This is something that I already saw in the runway. If this is the best you can bring to the runway, that's the questions for me.
I agree with you. I think the base look is basic. We've seen it before, but we can't ignore the fact that she's wearing a very nice torero hat with the cape and all the Spanish elements. That's part of the look as well.
Accessories are right.
It's special.
The accessories are right, like I said. I'm not criticizing that part. I'm just here working in a show called Fashion Photo Review. And I'm looking at the photo and the fashion.
For me, I don't care what you say. It's a toot.
I'm gonna go ahead and boot it. There you have it.
Oh my God.
I don't want to see another corset and boots. Corset and boots. I just made that
corset
one up.
and boots on the runway of RuPaul Drag Race. We see a lot. If you're gonna do it, you better do it well.
Next up, Estrella Xtravaganza. Estrella serving us the weirdest looking doll ever, but baby, that is a doll. I love the reveal on this look, because it went from being a doll to a sex doll. Went from school to her part-time job at a strip club, baby.
I think the first one is hysterical. Who in the hell thinks of coming as an actual doll with a big doll head? I don't know what the hell she got that from, but the very cute dress with the polka dots and the ruffles, it's like a very Spanish doll.
Let's talk about the second look. It's super sexy, it's pretty. I love the pastel colors combination. I love her silhouette, looks really pretty, and I love that her hair matched to perfection. It's difficult to have a headpiece or anything in your head that you take off and keep the hair looking gorgeous underneath that reveal. Even though the doll reveal was gone, she still gave me doll.
So the theme is covered. However, I do have an issue with the second look. I love that she's done a reveal. I think everyone's done better reveal looks in the runways that we've seen than on the actual 2-in-1, if I'm honest, because this is quite camp. However, although I like the overall pastel feel of it, I think it's very cutesy and very nice and very on brand. I think the look gets very lost in the details. So I think when she pulls the doll head out, I think the lace of the wig gets a bit wonky there.
The whole eating the burrito thing, it was unnecessary. I don't think we needed it anymore. We got it. We like to eat. We're big girls. But other than that, I think she did a great job. My issue is when she turns around and we get to see the breastplate move around in the back. It's just distracting. These little details that it could have been solved with a piece of fabric or elastic or something like that could have make it look like it was part of the bra situation, because this for me is a no. When we are serving a runway look, a runway look goes at 360. It should be presented from side, back, a complete look from head to toe. And that's when the issue comes, you know, the breastplate. That she needed the breastplate for real. Like, sometimes you have to edit to be cleaner. And this is one of those situations where I think she should have edited that.
When she turns around, I can see the breastplate creasing as well. I can see the boots are not very well laced. I can see the corset is not very well laced either. It could be a little bit more elevated. And again, I think overall it's a fun, good look, but is the little detail seem to be the problem here for me. So sadly, it's gonna be a boot.
I liked it. I think it was great. And she was the only one that gave me fever when she came out. I was like, that's a freaking doll. So I'm gonna give it a 2.
Trend alert!
Pastel colors, baby.
Pastels and cream. Cream all over my...
Colors that makes you bring memories from the past.
Soft colors. I love my grandma. She's still alive. Our top toot of the week is...
Juriji is serving us ballerina realness, baby.
Although it was a very Spanish doll look, it will speak to lots of people across the globe. So it's beautiful. Head to toe. Well done, Juriji.
The group is getting smaller, people. So the competition is getting tight.
Unlike this competition gets getting tighter and tighter. It's ridiculous. And it's just lovely to see how they're flourishing and they're showing so much drag and excellence.
Don't forget to watch brand new episodes of Drag Race España every Sunday in Spain at A3 Player.
And if you live anywhere outside Spain, you can watch it in WoW Presents Plus. Go subscribe, treat yourself. Ole ole, paella paella. See you next week, baby. I love you. Te amo.
Besitos.
Un besito en el anito.
Now, sissy that wow. Now, sissy that wow.